My sister's family mocked my clothes and job when I entered engagement party. I revealed I acquired their company. I terminated their contracts. I showed up to my sister's engagement party in a Target sundress and flats. Nothing fancy, just a simple navy blue dress I'd grabbed on sale last month. The venue was this upscale country club with valet parking and waiters in bow ties carrying trays of champagne. Her fiance's family was already there when I walked in. His mom, Patricia, was holding court near the entrance in a cream Chanel suit. She saw me, did a quick scan from head to toe, and her expression shifted from polite smile to barely concealed disappointment. "Excuse me," she said, extending her empty champagne glass toward me. "Could you grab me another? And tell the kitchen we're ready for the appetizers." I just stood there. One of the other guests cleared their throat. "Patricia, that's the bride's sister." Her face did this weird frozen thing. Half embarrassment, half doubling down. "Oh, you must be the sister. The one who works at that little marketing agency in Brooklyn." I nodded, smiled, let them talk. My sister Emma rushed over, hugged me tight, and whispered, "I'm so sorry," into my ear. I squeezed her hand, told her it was fine, because it was. The next hour was a masterclass in subtle humiliation. Patricia's husband dominated every conversation, steering it back to their family business. "At Horizon Media Group, we only work with Fortune 500 clients." He said it like he was narrator for a corporate documentary. Patricia chimed in constantly. "When you've been in media as long as we have, you develop instincts. That's why Horizon sets the industry standard." The fiance's brother, Todd, was the worst. He worked as head of their digital division and wouldn't stop talking about their recent campaign for a luxury car brand. "It's the kind of work you only get when you're at the top. Horizon doesn't settle for small clients." Every 5 minutes, someone mentioned Horizon, like the company name was a magic spell that made them important. Emma kept shooting me apologetic looks across the room. I just sipped my water and smiled. Then Patricia cornered me by the dessert table. She had that fake sympathetic look that rich people use when they're about to offer you charity. "You know, dear, we have an opening at Horizon, social media coordinator. It's entry level, but everyone has to start somewhere." She touched my arm like she was bestowing a blessing. "Maybe you could finally get some real industry experience. Learn from people who actually know what they're doing." Todd walked over, nodding along. "Yeah, we could use someone to handle the Instagram posts for our smaller accounts. Nothing glamorous, but it's a foot in the door." Their dad joined in. "The pay isn't great, maybe $45,000 to start, but the Horizon name on your resume, that's worth more than money." I watched Emma's face crumble. She looked like she wanted to sink through the floor. That's when I pulled out my phone, opened my email, found the message I'd been saving, forwarded it to 3 email addresses. Patricia's phone buzzed first, then her husband's, then Todd's. They all reached for their phones at the same time, and I watched their faces change as they read. "What is this?" Patricia's voice came out as a whisper. "Actually," I said, keeping my voice steady and calm, "I signed the acquisition papers for Horizon last Thursday. My firm now owns 80% of your company." The color drained from Patricia's face. Todd actually dropped his phone. It clattered on the marble floor. "That's impossible," Patricia stammered. "We would have known. We would have been notified." "You were. Just now. Check the sender. That's our legal team." Her husband was scrolling frantically through the email. "This says immediate termination, severance packages, restructuring. The severance is generous," I said. "More than you deserve after that social media coordinator offer." Todd finally spoke, his voice shaking. "You can't just fire us. We built that company. You work for that company. There's a difference. And based on the internal audit we ran last week, you've been inflating your client numbers and billing for campaigns that never launched." Emma was staring at me with her mouth open. I took her hand. Patricia's champagne glass slipped from her fingers and shattered on the floor, and as the room went silent, I looked her straight in the eye and said the severance papers were already drafted and would be effective Monday morning. Emma squeezed my hand and we walked out together while they stood frozen among the broken glass.